What is up, my brothers and sisters? It's your boy Juice. So, a lot of people are bitching about immigrants and immigration, and the government shuts down, and now you're not getting food stamps, and now you're not getting Social Security, and now, your medical bills have doubled, and blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. This has been going on for a long time. And, the funny thing about it is people want to bitch about it now. Get them out. Oh, it's because of the immigrants. Oh, it's because they're soaking up our money. That it's been going on for a long time. And yet, when we didn't have the problems that we face today and the issues that are being talked about and we're facing, right? The debt, the $38 trillion that we owe now that we're never going to get out of. That for the longest time, immigrants were here getting food stamps and health coverage, and you weren't bitching about it then, but now that we're in debt and now that there's no money, now you want to bitch about it. Let me put it to you like this. If somebody was going to the bank and they started getting loans in your name, wouldn't you be bitching right off the bat? But hold on. They go back and they get another loan in your name, right? And then another loan in your name, and then another loan in your name. They're going to the bank and they're getting loans that you're going to owe. Wouldn't you be bitching about that right off the bat? It's the same concept. But because nobody was calling you or the bank wasn't telling you that you're in massive debt, you didn't have a problem with it. It didn't bother you. But now that the bank's calling and they're like, oh, hey, you owe like $10,000, $20,000, right? Yeah, they keep getting $500 loans in your name. And you're like, wait, what? Right? Now the bank's calling you and they're telling you that you don't have any money and that you owe them like $20,000, $30,000, right? Yeah, oh yeah, so-and-so kept coming to the bank and they kept getting $500 loans in your name and you owe that, right? Now you want to bitch because the bank's calling you. Oh, now you have a problem with it. Because now all of a sudden the bank's calling you and they're like, oh yeah, hey, all that money that you now owe? And you're like, what money? Yeah, the loans that you kept giving out? Well, like it's stacked up and now we need you to pay that back. And you're like, wait, what? Right. Now you're going to have to start working more hours, right? All the bills you still owe, right? Now it's quite expensive, right? But you weren't bitching about it when they were getting them loans, right? You didn't have a problem. Out of sight, out of mind, right? Nobody was bothering you about it. But now that you owe a lot of money and now the bank's calling you, it's like, oh, now all of a sudden you want to bitch. Now all of a sudden you got a problem with it. Interesting. Weird, huh? Yeah, that's pretty much the same concept, right? And then the funny thing was that when the government shut down recently and food stamps were being talked about, right? Nobody was getting their food stamps, right? The shift went from immigrants to black people. Yeah, because they were like, my kids, right? And everybody kept saying the same shit, right? Oh, it's because they got like 6 kids, baby daddy, Section 8, right? The blame was being shifted from immigrants to black people. Those are Americans. And the funny thing is there's just as many white people, if not more, that are also on food stamps. and need health insurance. Just as many white people. And then you got all these rich bitches posting, oh, I don't get no food stamps. I pay for all my bills, right? I'm a right-wing conservative, right? Right-wing conservatives get food stamps too, a lot of them. A lot of elderly get food stamps. A lot of white people get food stamps, right? It ain't just blacks. It ain't just immigrants. It's American people. And then groceries are getting more expensive, right? Because of inflation. Tariffs, meaning the tax on you, right? Supposedly the tariffs are supposed to be good for the country, but it's only good for the rich. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, nobody had a problem with it until the bank started calling, right? This has been going on for a long time. You didn't have a problem with it then, right? You weren't bitching about it then. But now that the debt is extreme, and now that it's being brought to your attention, it's like, oh yeah, about that. Ugh, now it's costing me. Oh no. Ugh, damn. Expensive. Groceries. Ugh, ooh, health insurance. Oh, right? Funding the government for all your bullshit. Ooh, FEMA. Ooh, God, nobody's there for you now. Ouch. You weren't bitching about it then. You know what I'm saying? You weren't worried about it then. Supposedly all this fraud that's been going on, right? Elon Musk. Like, where the hell is Elon? What happened to Doge? That lasted 3 months. And then Trump had a bitch fit. And the funny thing is they're all in the Epstein files. Yeah. Elon, Trump, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Pelosi, right? Fauci, all these fucking people who want to tell you how to do shit, right? Who give you false promises, right? They want to say, oh, Bidenomics, right? I kept hearing that term for the longest time, and I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Bidenomics? They just want to blame it on one stupid ass dude who don't even know what the hell where the hell he even is, right? More you want to blame, and then they're still talking about, oh, that's because of Biden. Biden was like, where the hell is that dude? Is he even still alive? Like you're placing the blame on somebody that's probably already dead. You know what I'm saying? That's like when your grandpa keeps stacking up these bills and he's like 88 years old. It's like, grandpa, you're about to be pushing daisies, right? Because when they die, then they want to shift the bills onto you, and you're like, I ain't paying that shit, right? Grandpa's dead, and them bills went along with him, right? I ain't paying none of that shit. I ain't taking a house. I ain't taking a car. None of that shit, right? His phone. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully there's ghost phones and ghost houses and ghost shit that followed him in death. You know what I'm saying? Because that U-Haul needed to be following him with that hearse. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't paying none of that shit. You quit calling me. Grandpa's dead. Well, yeah, you stacked up all of these bills, right? They want you to keep paying the bills that he owed, right? Not me. Put it on the tab. Charge it to the game. You know what I'm saying? Grandpa took it with his ghost shit when he went gone to pushing daisies, right? Hopefully that ghost phone went with him in the ghost car, and yeah, that ghost U-Haul followed him in the afterlife. Because as far as I'm concerned, that shit's getting sold and having a house sale. You know what I'm saying? Thrift shopping, garage sailing. You know what I'm saying? You know, but people want to bitch about it now. You didn't have a problem with it then. You know, out of sight, out of mind, right? But now that the bank's calling you, oh man, oh yeah.